Hello, guys. Welcome to the oh my god, so many cars. Welcome to the season 3 ISCC Sim Gym series preseason show, and I'm the Chris Eagle here,
And I'm Thunder, aka William Duncan.
and I am me, Fluffle Puff. This is the preseason show. This is first of its kind. This is just a show-off show, and we are in Las Vegas, and I can see they are driving around, showing off. Is that Binky? No, it's not. I
We
swear.
got preseason testing underway here at Las Vegas.
Um. The format is we gonna talk about the drivers and teams, the schedule, which is a pretty scary one, not a scary one, but a more rather intriguing one, since there's a couple of nice tracks that we're going to, and we're gonna, I guess, do some like possibilities, I must say. So yeah, let's just get this cap on the way. Let's start in no particular order from the list. Do you want to go to see Infinity Modus?
Um,
No.
let's start with Infinity Motors, a team that won a championship last year, starting off with card number 3, driven by Texan PJ Williams.
If I can get to him, and here he is.
28 on the preseason testing charts right now.
Oh no. Oh, 31, 31st, 33rd. All right.
That card needs to get going, but
Yeah, but PJ Williams has a rather interesting season, I might say. He finished first with 4 top 5, 10 top 10s. He got 2 poles, and guess what? He has no wins for that.
he made history. He managed to win the championship without winning a single race.
Yep, and he's pretty much the first driver in any of the 3 series, not ISCC, the IES, Junior Series, or Light Series, one or the other, in the Sim Gym Series to win a race. If, yes.
He's the first driver in the He's the first driver in the ISCC to win a championship without winning a race.
Yeah, simple as that, and in
The IES campaign recently was not nearly as successful, though, as in the Slim Gyms.
Yep, and believe it or not, he was actually on probation for that season, for the after Silverstone, and PJ just got pretty much a remarkable season, probation, and still won a championship. You know?
He managed to come back from that controversy at Silverstone to have a great season there.
So
now the pressure is on him to be able to keep that up.
yep, and he does have some nice consistency, as we pretty much show at the last part of the season.
And he's also going to have to be a good mentor to his 2 teammates, who are both rookies. The first of which is Getson Moore, taking over the famous yellow number 27.
Getson Moore, he replaced Reggie Young because Reggie Young was injured at Japan. Oh my God!
Oh, you gotta be serious. And that's one of our new drivers, Foxy Duncan, in car number 16.
As we talk about Moore replaced Reggie Young for the rest of the season from North Carolina to Indianapolis, and he actually did quite well, trying to hope to rebuild chemistry, but do you want to see what happened to Foxy?
Yeah. Yeah, and for those who don't know, that is if you don't know who that spinning black and brown 16 car was, that is Foxy Duncan, one of our new drivers. More info on him later.
Oh.
But it seems he got turned. Wait, what happened to him? It looks like he may have broken down. Yep, trouble for car number 16. That thing broke down, and he pulled down in front of another new driver,
Sam Young. And let's see.
And Moore really wasn't paying a whole lot of attention.
Yeah, but that's a couple of,
rookies and a big smash.
I wouldn't blame on Fox because the car.
Yeah, the car broke down, and this guy hasn't raced before. This is his rookie season. As I said, again, more info on him later. So let's just get someone who's not going to crash. which is
Jeffrey Finguy.
Michigan native Jeffrey Finguy in the 31.
Jeffrey Finguy, he has never raced in Sim Gyms. But however, he does have prior experience before coming here.
Yeah, he's raced in the Insomniac Elite Series. He did fairly decent Season 1, went down to the Light Series in Season 2, and then will be back in the IS in Season 3. He's a pretty talented driver, and I'm expecting big things out of him.
And this is the third Devon driver starting the season opener in the 31 car. The previous 2 seasons was Nick Pellicles and Will Lewis. And oh man, Kim Finguy can break the curse.
Yes, the infamous 31 car curse. Everyone who stepped into that car has had horrible luck.
Including the replacement driver too. Which
is
Chip
Davidson.
Yeah, who actually does some nice things. And I think he actually forced it, and I think he doesn't make it a lot better either. He doesn't make the 31 car a lot better.
Yeah,
but
well, let's see if the Michigan native can break the curse.
Alright, let's go to a different team. What about our team? What about our team champion?
Which is, I
S3.
think, S3 Motorsports?
S3 Motorsports. Let's start with Dylan Young as actually his teammate Maskinger. S3 Motorsports was consistent and they won the final 3 races of the season.
Yeah, it was an incredible campaign for S3 Motorsports. Charles Sanford, very happy about them. Dylan Young, he's a great driver here. Dylan Young, he's an IES regular with a lot of success under his belt. He hasn't really had he has yet to really have a breakout season in this series, though. I mean, he's been successful, but he just hasn't had that breakout season.
After trying to find Dylan Young's stats, he finished 16th in the points with the win in Japan, 3 top 5, 6 top 10s. He has been pretty fast in that car. Pretty fast.
Yeah, currently 4th on the preseason testing charts right now.
And he's
as he's gonna come in. He's set 13 laps here in the session.
Yep. Pretty much S3 Motorsports is pretty much maintaining the continuity. As
Their lineup is relatively the same. And then, of course, we got the owner-driver, Charles Sanford, in car number 24, the Californian himself, who finished off Season 2 in a big way, winning in the season finale at Indianapolis for his first Slim Jim Series win, if I am correct.
Yes, Sanford in general in this series, a rough start for him, but Season 2, he really got used to it, especially that win pretty much give him a big morale boost, and his team and Sanford could be looking for a breakout season maybe.
We'll see. He's known for his road course success in the IS.
If you want to know where Sanford is, Sanford's 15th at points with a win at Indy, 2 top 5s, 8 top 10s, and 2 poles. That's called consistency right there.
Yep. And speaking of consistency, we got to check out the man, the 48, our Season 2 Rookie of the Year, Jake Baskinger of Georgia.
Jake Baskinger is... Jake Baskinger, my gosh, he is like to me one of the class act drivers. Like, he has class, he has the talent, he's pretty much everything a driver who really is.
Yeah, he completely annihilated his competition Rookie of the Year. A great season for him. 5 top 5s, 10 top 10s. I don't believe he won a race, though. 11
top 10s, which is actually the most top 10s in the season.
Tied with Eric and Rage.
Yeah, it could have been a lot more, but we'll get more on that. Baskinger has no wins.
But I can't really blame him. His rookie season orders Foxy Duncan out of a backup car.
As we get more of those later, probably if people can stop wrecking each other. Okay, those are time marks from earlier. Baskinger was 4th in the points, which is the highest rank for a rookie.
Yeah, he completely annihilated his closest contender for Rookie of the Year, Sean Harple. Who finished almost 200 points behind from him.
Yeah, but both Baskinger and Harple did very well, but we will go on Harple a bit more later as he trying to pass Harple.
There he is. And then returning to car number 88 is Daniel Smith, back from injury.
Daniel Smith has been alright, but that injury at the 170 qualifier seriously took a toll. Big toll. As his brother Eric Smith took his place and Eric Smith won a race. So that team, the 88 team, is pretty good. With the Smith brothers.
Daniel Smith, one of the more quiet drivers in the series. He's pretty outspoken. Not really he's a fairly solid driver, but he's very quiet. He's very quiet. He doesn't really do a whole lot on the racetrack. He's a lot quieter. He's kind of infamous for only having one top 5 to his name.
Yep, which I don't know where's it at. It's probably in Michigan. I'm not too sure where.
Yeah, finished 41st in points last season, although I can't really blame him after all he missed about half the races due to injury.
Yep, if you combine both the Smiths' points, oh boy, they would be in like the top 20 or 15 points. That's pretty much how good this team really is. So we have to see. I don't have too much of a big expectation, and he also was a championship contender at season 1, with no top 5s.
Yep.
Unique.
Now I say let's move on to the Toyota factory team, Hamilton Autosports.
And there are 2 Toyota teams, but we're going to the first one. Eric and Rage is the first driver we're gonna talk about. Eric and Rage, holy crap!
This guy is one hell of a talented driver. He had a fantastic campaign last season and would have won the championship if it wasn't for his wreck at Talladega.
Talladega have seriously damaged Rage. Seriously.
But do you know how fantastic of a season he had? Despite missing every race after Talladega, he got a win, 6 top 5s, and 11 top 10s, which tied for the most the entire season, and he finished 3rd in points.
Yep, 5 DNFs. By the way, 5 DNFs.
Yeah.
Eric and Rage, he said Eric Smith. Eric and Rage is one of the most consistent drivers we have pretty much ever seen.
Yeah.
In sim gyms.
Yeah, I was about to say, last season he had one of the most consistent campaigns I've ever seen.
But let's see if Rage can rebound.
Is he gonna be able to stand up to the pressure of his? He had an amazing campaign last season, but will he be able to stand up to the pressure this time?
Let's talk about another good Hamilton Autosports driver who had a good season.
Well, they're all good.
They're all good. They're all good, but this is Alan Cavanaro, who finished 5th in the points, 2 wins, both back-to-back, 5 top 5s and 7 top 10s, but however his DNF wasn't the prettiest thing in the title, and he got 2 poles. Cavanaro is also the first ever driver to win the IES race, Junior Series race, and a Sim Gym Series race.
Yep, and he's also the first ever winner of the annual 1 in 70.
Which
Gym
was
Series.
in the most ionic car, the 1 in 100 car, sponsored by NMMs. The irony, man.
So Cavanaro, Cavi as he's often known, he is a very talented driver. Had a great campaign last season. I would expect him to have a good season here as well.
And
there's Foxy again.
Oh my gosh.
That car's starting to look pretty quick, but let's just move on to car number 20.
Sean Angel, who is pretty fast in testing, honestly.
The Canadian we all know and love.
Sean Angel, in general, is pretty much good, especially in this series, I think. Season 1, he finished top 10 in points. Second season, rough start, but still finishes strong, I think. Now, this season, he's looking for a win.
Yeah. Sean Angel, he's a very good driver. One of the class acts of the field, and one of the more interesting personalities out there. But he's kind of infamous for being a bit of a bad luck sponge, as remembered in season 1 of the IES. But yeah, he has a lot of IS success. He has success over here, and he is looking very fast this season. So far in testing, I think Angel is going to be a contender this season. This is going to be his big year.
This could be a breakout. Even on where Angel finished 20-30 points with no wins, 4 top 5s, 6 top 10s, and no polls. And he's looking for his first career win in the Sim Gym series. Let's go to another team.
Let's. Do you want to do the Wrecking Balls or Team Thunder?
Let's do Wrecking Balls. Let's start with the 45.
Yeah, the 45. It is Maxwell Chan, not known for his success in the Slim Jim series, more so known for his IES results.
This whole team is like a disaster in this series. Seriously, the first 2 seasons were just god awful. Like
yes, but with new manufacturer support and from Dodge and also their factory and also in turn their factory team Dodge Motorsports, this could be set to be a much better season for the Wrecking Balls.
Even when Maxwell did not run a full schedule because he was injured. Even though when Maxwell finished, he finished. Oh God.
Well, he did horribly. He finished 42nd in points, but here's the thing: he only got one top 10.
The Wrecking Balls was pretty anonymous, especially Chan. And
Chan wasn't horrible, but he was really, really anonymous.
Yeah. As we go to
he's hoping to make some noise this season.
As we go to another driver, Peter Span, who's pitting with the second fastest lap. Holy crap.
Wow. The Mississippi native, part of this season's rookie class.
And he has a unique character himself.
He thinks he's a pirate.
He thinks he's a pirate and he's drunk, some say.
He's drunk a lot, but he's not drunk when racing because track crew won't allow that.
Yeah. But Sparrow has been pretty weird in testing, maybe, especially in road courses. He can do crapple. He could do what the hell? Where the hell did he come from? High speed tracks. He's been watch out for him. And he's pretty aggressive since he's a pirate.
Yeah, he's good on the high speed. Yeah, he might be a force to be reckoned with on high speed tracks. Currently second in testing.
You can really see that.
Yeah, really knows how to get that power out there. And then we've got the Louisianan, the man himself, the Doge man, the Chris Louvier.
Doge Master. He finished place.
And he is this series' resident bad luck sponge.
Yep, and every time he gets a good car, his car likes to slow down without touching anything. Why? I don't know. Since his team switched to Fords, for this series, and pretty much him in general, not the best. He just has some of the worst luck, especially in this series, as he finished 36 points, 1 top 5, and 4 top 10s. And he did make the cut surprisingly, and he went from 14 to 36 in 12 races.
Louvier is a driver more known for his IES results. 2 wins to his name in that series. Perhaps this season could be an improvement.
And Louvier got some weird things up the sleeves, literally.
They have a 4th driver, and Mr. Chris Louvier kind of marked him as their secret weapon, but she's really anything but. Say hello to Binky Louvier in car number 8.
And she got a 17th fastest lap. Okay.
That's surprising.
Binky has been.
Binky Louvier, a driver that really needs no introduction.
Binky is went from being fantastic into almost a winner last season at Talladega of all places. And
she finished 40th in points with top 5 and 3 top 10.
That's unique. She's also pretty much her only big highlight, which is pretty much the biggest highlight of her career, is helping Chris Valentine to win at Talladega.
Who's not even in this series.
Yeah, Binky No,
not a regular at least.
Binky is looking to improve as she's trying to get some lessons, as she's already got some good equipment. And Luvia is trying to teach Chris, Chris is trying to teach Binky how to drive a car correctly, as she almost a big fan guy there almost.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, let's just move on to the Factory 4 team, which is Team Thunder.
Oh my gosh.
Who still can't get inside the top 10 in driver's points.
As it got the fastest of the entire practice.
However, we got the Arkansian, William Duncan. He's probably one of the more experienced drivers in the field.
One of the most, as he has so many wins on his belt, combined Sim Gyms and NIES.
He's raced a lot of forms of racing. We've heard he's even tried open wheel racing and rally racing at certain points. Yeah, Duncan. He's pretty quiet and consistent on the racetrack. Very good on the road courses. That's really where his forte is. His only Slim Jim wins have come on road courses.
If one of where Duncan is at for stats, 17th points with almost 666 points. GG Duncan. With a win, 2 top 5s, 8 top 10, and 3 poles. And I think all of his poles but one, I think, are road courses. So Duncan is experienced at road courses, but however, he needs to win at an oval, at least an oval, at least contend for the oval. Like he has the talent to do it, but he needs to win. Win or at least get some nice top 5s at ovals.
Oh, and remember that 16 car that crashed earlier? Yeah, we're taking a look at him now.
Yep.
This is Foxy Duncan, and he's probably one of the most mysterious drivers this series has ever had. No information has been disclosed about his backstory except that he's apparently a friend of Cyrus Laterza, and no one's seen his face either. But he's showing a lot of speed right now.
Oh gosh.
He's 8th on the charts.
Foxy is pretty he is one of the mysterious drivers on the field. There's also one more, but this is the 3rd driver for the 16 team. Previous 2 was Jacob Sisko and Chris Valentine. This team won 2 races. The 16 team won 2 races in the career, and they both came from Talladega, of all places.
Yeah, this is a good team for Talladega, and an aggressive driver like Foxy, that perhaps they could get themselves a 3rd win.
And oh god.
But he has been showing a lot of signs of inexperience. He's been making a lot of mistakes during his laps.
Yep, and he's not too much of a roaming, as he is the he's not the only road course ace in that team. As we go into that guy right now.
Cyrus Laterza now moving. He's in the pit lane here. He's 3rd on the speed charts. Cyrus Laterza, he drove for Dodge Motorsports last season. Best known for winning the Season 1 round of Indianapolis in this series. Laterza, he's a pretty good driver. He's got a lot of talent, but he has been a little mistake prone over the years. But he's back, and he had a great season last. He did pretty good last season. Yeah, didn't win a race though.
12 points, 0 wins, as you said. 2 top 5s, 8 top 10s, no poles, and he needs to stop turning people in Willow Springs. As he turned 3 people in 2 seasons in the same track. As Team Thunder always have the lowest streak going. Like the 16, Duncan has the little road course groove going on. Well, William, at least the D16 team trying to go for the 3rd straight win at Dega. The Tesla is gonna turn another driver at Willow Springs.
And finally, in car number 99, we have William Duncan's little bro, Matt Duncan, returns to the team, now in car number 99.
Oh god, Team Thunder is a little bit fast. The whole team's in the top 10 for fastest cars. Oh wow, I never. That's pretty nice for this team.
Matt Duncan, a young driver, very talented. He's still trying to learn the ropes in stock car racing. His brother William, one of the more experienced drivers in stock cars, is being a major mentor to him. And Matt's been showing a lot of promise in his career, and he's been showing a lot of promise, and he has a great career ahead of him. Didn't have a great campaign in the Slim Jim Series last season, though, as he's still trying to gain experience.
It's mostly
one
anonymous.
top 5, four top 10s. Finished 33rd in points.
Yeah, Matt Duncan has been extremely anonymous. That season, right? But Matt, he appears every now and then. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to say. I can't really nothing to say about Matt. I don't think.
He's looking to have a break. He is looking to have a breakout season here. Trying to finally get out of the quiet zone. Or later this season, he's going to be making his debut in the IS. His full-time debut in the IS. He's gonna start racing full-time in the IS, taking over William Duncan's famous number 6 in that series.
And I saw it, and I saw skid marks on somewhere, but I don't know where. But let's go to a different team.
Let's see here. Well, let's get the last factory team out of the way, which is Dodge Motorsports.
Dodge Motorsports. Oh, it's Jill Richards.
Jill Richards. She's on pit road, and let's be honest, it's not surprising to see her back in this team.
Yeah, she went from the she was in the 19 injured, came back to the 09 or 9A.
Although it is officially back to just 9, like it should be.
Then after she came back, she kind of fell off. Although
she did a lot better than Jonathan Dwyer.
A lot better. She did better, but she was again anonymous, I think.
Just like the season prior, 2 top 5s and
5 top 10s.
5 top 10s.
Yeah, that's all I got about her. This is pretty much like, if you seem like think it too much, it means that driver is so anonymous. Just to let you know.
Yeah, the young Texan though, Jill Richards, trying to still looking for her first career win.
As we go to another driver, is James Dalton. What a breakout season! Oh my God!
Wow, talk about aggression there. Scraped to beat Max Sakuraba, who may have just broken down there.
Oh no, he's pitting. It's pretty strange there, but Sakuraba almost wrecked someone there.
Yeah, James Dalton. He had a breakout season in last year there.
Yeah, 2 wins. 2 wins, and he also made the 1 in 70 race with a auto bid, and he did not run a full race. And he did not run a full schedule too. He only missed 2 races. And wow.
He ran 20 races and still managed to get 10. Well, he missed 2 races and still managed to get 10th in points.
Excuse me. Yeah.
6 top 5s, 10 top 10s, and the aforementioned 2 wins.
Yep. He is pretty much one of the most consistent. Well,
not consistent.
Well, this whole field is not consistent.
But yeah, Dalton is trying to repeat on what he did last season. If he does manage to repeat, we could see some great things out of him.
And onward to the next car, I think.
We got a Minnesota native, Kevin Dwyer, who's on pit road, and he's really struggling.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I don't remember Kevin Dwyer on the track, I don't think.
Kevin Dwyer is a more quiet driver. However, he did score his first career win in Oxford last season.
Then after that, he fell off the map.
Yeah, he really didn't have the best of campaigns, though. 3 top 5s, 8 top 10s. Finished 28th in points. The second lowest ranked out of the Team Thunder drivers that ran the full schedule.
And he got 10 DNS. That might be the reason why he's 28th in points.
Yeah, Kevin Dwyer, one of the more quiet drivers on the track. Moved to the Dodge Motorsports. He's looking to have a good season. I would expect him to do well on the road courses. He is that team's resident road ringer, basically.
And we got one last Dodge Motorsports cars. It's John Johnson, who's in pits.
John Johnston raced in season 1. This guy's been moving a long ways up. At first he was horrible, way off the pace, but ever since then he's gotten a lot better. He's a regular at Dodge Motorsports now, and he's moved to their Slim Jim Series program after running in the IES last season.
And there's Kevin off the pits finally.
John Johnston. Questions are up in the air. Could he get his first career win? Chances are his best chances will be on a super speedway.
Which is pretty much his favorite thing to drive.
Yeah, it's his forte. He's the only Arkansian in the field whose last name is not Duncan.
And he's off the pits.
Number 92 Kodiak machine. Could we see that thing go to victory lane this season? We'll have to find out.
At least a 2-minute and 49 lap time. Lols. Let's go to next driver. Let's go.
That's all the Dodges. Let's go to RJ Manson Racing.
This isn't that Chevy team. Okay, it's not.
RJ Manson Racing. They competed in season 1, left, and now they're back. And here's the man in the 29. RJ Manson himself is now playing to be a Slim Jim Series regular as he brings the AOL number 29 to the table.
Too much talent, please.
RJ Manson, he's probably the most experienced driver in this field. He's been racing modifieds for a very long time.
And
he's getting very close to his 50s in age. He's one of the older drivers in the Slim Jim Series field. Probably the oldest.
He is the oldest in the field.
Yeah. He's gonna be turning 49 later this season.
Manson is currently in the Light Series, and he does make some rather questionable moves. A little bit, but in general, he's still a solid driver.
Yeah. He's hoping he can get his struggling IES campaigns behind him, and he's gonna try and get himself a good campaign here. He's my pick to win Rookie of the Year, as he is technically a rookie.
Yeah, and another driver from Japan, and also Subanachi. Oh God.
Nasu Sinamachi. He raced Formula Nippon. And also some Super GT as well. He's pretty experienced. He's got some experience in Japanese racing in racing over there in Japan. He's not the most experienced though. He is pretty young actually. He's only 20 years old. 20 years of age is Sinamachi.
And he's pretty
and he's showing a lot of promise here in this testing session as he's currently 6th on the board.
And you might not see Nasu Subanachi. He might be up or down at the high speed tracks, but watch out in the road courses since he raced since Formula Racing likes road courses and he did
Super GT likes it as well.
Yeah, so watch out for Subanachi in the road courses, especially the entire Manson team, as Manson I think is a road ringer, and so does the next driver.
Manson's not a road ringer,
oh.
But in car number 33 we have a Swiss driver, Raphael van Lanfen.
Yeah.
He's spent a little time in Formula X. Hasn't had a lot of success over there. But van Lanfen, he is the first Swiss driver to race in stock cars.
And for this league, also by the way, this whole team comprises of rookies.
Although they all have a fair bit of experience elsewhere.
Yes.
Van Lanfen probably being the least experienced, only 19 years of age.
And so far he knows how to drive left a lot, since he's actually the total fastest. So he's trying to adapt to a new style of racing here, as he's used to the open wheel cars of Formula X.
but he is doing a fair job right now. He was known to be he was pretty quiet in Formula X, driving for Last Row GP. But we'll have to see what he can do in stock cars.
And we got.
But then the final Carnet team is driving a Go Army machine here. Luke Trigger in car number 39.
Yep. As we all know, they're all rookies. They're not classified for season 2. So pretty much saying OJ Man Mason has a 25 has a good shot minimum of the year.
And Luke Trigger again, one of the older and more experienced drivers in the field. He's raced modifieds for a very long time, just like RJ Manson. That's kind of what caught Manson's attention to hire him for this team. Luke Trigger, he's also pretty old, 44 years of age.
Wow, Trigger almost being a little bit aggressive.
Yeah, being a star in the modifieds, Trigger will be a force to be reckoned with on the short tracks. Although, the high-speed tracks, he might need a little work on. He's 14th on the speed charts right now, though.
And we're going to some of the most unique short tracks in the schedule. In the early going, in the late going, but we will get more into that later.
Yep, Trigger looking to get himself a win this season, really. I'd be surprised if he doesn't win on a short track.
Let's see. Wrecking Balls, Thunder, S3.
Will Hoyt Developments.
Yeah, I'm trying to say Baby Trying 5,000, but but
let's save them for later here. Will Hoyt Developments. This might look familiar to you. That's because this is the old Uper Motorsports squad from last season, but they were bought out by Tristan Wilhoit. I guess they've got those funding issues under control.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we do believe they started getting some support from the Ford Motor Company, so their funding issues are under control, and they decided to start up a Slim Jim Series operation here.
Yeah.
And they've got a very promising lineup here with some young rookies.
And also a veteran.
And also a veteran. Here we have Sam Young in car number 2. He is the brother of Dylan Young. Hasn't really proven himself yet. Hasn't really proven himself in a light series, but I think he just needs another series in order to be able to
compete.
like test what he's got.
Yeah.
He is 10th on the speed charts right now, and being a young, I think he does have a lot of talent. He just has yet to prove himself, but I think he's got a good shot to do it this season. Young is another one of my picks who I think could be a major contender for Rookie of the Year.
Just let you know.
That's a lot of words.
Just to let you know, we are still missing a bunch of brothers winning races, like set of brothers, like we missing Duncan, and now we're trying to get Young now, since Young won 2 races in his career. Let's see if Sam Young can win 2.
Now in car number 12. We have this team's veteran, and well, he's the Englishman we know and love to hate, Will Lewis.
Boy, Will Lewis. Left Infinity Motors for Woolhoit Developments.
Yeah, boy, Will Lewis. His career has been quite the wild ride, to say the least.
Yep, in his second season. He got turned by PJ Williams at his home track at Silverstone.
And he got really angry. Will Lewis, he kind of complains a lot.
Yeah, and he complains so much, he complains so much, he fought PJ Williams' pit crew, and PJ himself, and was on probation.
And Lewis was going to try and sue PJ Williams, but Infinity Motors stopped him.
Yeah.
So yeah, he had a very wild ride last season. Second winningest, although he does have a lot of talent. Second winningest driver in Slim Jim Series history. He did pull off a win last season as well. Despite his wild ride. 2 top 5s, 10 top 10s, and then pulled off a win.
Yep, the wrecking balls. Oh! Holy contact from Duncan and Perko. Will Lewis, oh god, Maxwell. No, don't force a 3 wide, please. Don't make it. Oh, stop! Let me try to speak here, people. Thank you. Will Lewis, his team, his stint with Mickey Balls pretty much got his career under kinda control. As he got betrayed twice. By PJ Williams and Cosmic Nova, who decides to make his career a lot more worse. His teammate, by the way.
Even though I don't think PJ Williams would, I wouldn't really say PJ Williams betrayed him. I'll just say he kind of fucked up.
Yeah. What about nobody? He betrayed him because that's his former teammate. But Lewis is triumphant.
I don't even remember that. Let's just move on.
Let's find the last Warhoi car,
which is Mason Powers, a young up-and-comer who's starting to young up-and-comer from California who's trying to get his name out there.
And I remember
he's running part-time in the IES. May run full-time next season for Ian Masterson Racing.
And this is his first season in the Sim Gym series. I wish he'd come a lot earlier too, honestly. But Mason Powers, unique. I wouldn't say unique yet because I already know the guy yet.
Yeah, he's a young talent. He's a young talent. I would expect some big things out of him this season, although his inexperience may show.
Yes.
He is one of the younger drivers in the field.
Yes. That's pretty much all I got with Mason Powers, but so yeah, I'm very dead, but yes.
Well, let's move on to the team that won the Owners' Championship in Season 1, the Keyblade Riders.
Yes, let's just start with the team owner, Beatman Sakuraba.
Who's 35th.
Oh god. Uh-oh.
These cars, we heard his team might have been struggling on funding a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, they're still okay, but they're still. I mean, it's not like anything serious, but their funding's not the same as it used to be.
They have the talent, but the cars are a bit inconsistent.
Yeah, let's just put it that.
There's not the drivers as the cars that, and as you can see, look at Maxwell. I think Max
Sakuraba, he's one of the more special drivers in the field, but he is also one of the more talented drivers. Sakuraba. He really broke out last season with 2 wins, 3 top 5s, and 7 top 10s, and also 3 poles.
And also 10 DNFs.
Yep.
And he's still 7 points.
Well, the good kind of outweighed the bad.
Yep. We got the 34 car returning is James. And also, by the way, just let you know, all 5 car teams transformed to 4 in this wreck. Somewhere.
Ooh, we've had problems here. Are we gonna be able to see who got involved?
Yes. Let me.
There we go. It's car number 75, Peter Sparrow.
Let's see Peter Sparrow real quick.
Trouble has struck the Budweiser Dodge.
Let's see. Did he become Mr. Aggressive or did he get turned?
Let's see what happens.
What?
Big problems in testing. It looks like Cinemachi. His oval experience kind of bit him right there.
Man.
He got too aggressive, slid up into Kevin Dwyer. Dwyer wasn't paying much attention either, and they get together. They go into the wall, and Cinemachi almost rolled the car. Oh, on his side, almost flipped it.
And how the hell?
Very lucky. And Johnson plowed into it, almost sent Sparrow on his roof.
And Sakuraba and Duncan and Keyblade got involved, and that's pretty much
slightly.
Slightly. Oh, wow. Well, wow, that 56 car.
56. That's Kyle Collins. We'll get to him later.
Yeah. Let's see the drive-through right on board of Daniel Smith because he actually avoided that wreck, I think. Alright, this is a good spot.
Man, it's hard to believe that we're having these kinds of big crashes in testing, but then again, that's the Slim Jim series for you.
Yeah. Alright.
Very aggressive driving. Now, James Shelley.
Yeah, James. Sorry about that. Time paradox.
James Shelley in car number 34.
He.
Another one of this series' resident bad luck sponges. Although he's turned his IES career around with a great campaign of CBM.
And
Trying to do the same here, but I'd say Shelly's showing. He's one of the better drivers at that team. I would say he's one of the better drivers at that team, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to say, really. But Shelly, he might have an okay season. I don't know. He struggled last season, though.
Yep, and he's trying to find his ground in some gyms. I think he finished
35th.
That's amazing. But 2 top 5s and 3 top 10s. That's
he does have some bad luck though, primarily of engines. Let's just hope that the Virginian does not lose another engine this season, but he'll probably lose a couple.
And let's go to another driver who can't find any luck is DJ Curtis.
Yep, DJ Curtis.
Oh my god.
What can we say about him? In Season 1, he was a title contender, almost won the championship actually. But in Season 2,
What the hell happened?
Really dropped the ball in Season 2. Yeah, I don't know what happened. 2 top 5s and top 10s. And finished 32nd in points.
Yeah, Curtis is trying to...
He's really struggled as of late in the IES as well. I believe he may get released from S3 Motorsports over there. So his future could be having problems there in that series.
Oh man, poor Curtis.
He's struggling on the track here right now as well. 41st in points. Let's hope that Curtis can get back to his former. Let's hope Curtis is able to get back to his former self this season.
And quickly too.
I'll pull that car in pit road and get it fixed, please. That car is very slow looking.
Oh yeah, like look at Maskinja Powers and Luvia and Puckle. Even Puckle's faster than.
I think there's a mechanical problem in that car. Did he drop a cylinder? Oh, let's just skip that and get to the most hated driver in Slim Jim series,
Sora
Keyblade.
And Sora Keyblade.
He's also looking pretty slow, 40th on the speed chart.
Sora Keyblade is considered as a Volvanger. What?
Apparently.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's a super speedway ace.
He's a super speedway ace.
He didn't do much on the super speedways last season.
And he still finished 11th.
The thing is, as much as we all hate him, he does have some talent.
He does have some talent, but he's still the most hated one.
But yeah, we love to hate him. He's like Kyle Busch. I don't think Cavanaro's gonna like that comment.
Oh man, so Keyblade.
Well, we'll see what he does this season.
Yes, and let's go to another interesting team.
The Baby Tribe 5000.
Alright, with the 57 comp with Jason Puckle who's 17th in the charts. Okay then, what?
Baby Tribe 5000, they're one of the smaller teams when it comes to funding, but they're kind of like Minority in a sense. They don't have the most funding, but they have a lot of heart. They really do try.
They do try hard, and Jason won these.
And Jason is actually Alex Perkle's older brother. Yeah, he's the older brother of the team owner. Jason Perkle caused controversy last season when he won the round of Louisiana to kick off the season and then proceeded to cause a very stupid incident the next week in Michigan.
And then after that, it was a big fuck.
He wound up 31st in points with 3 top 5s, 4 top 10s, and the aforementioned win.
And I think he actually qualified for the 170 with the auto bet. I'm not too sure. If he did, what the? I just lost all hope.
In car number 66, we have an Australian here, Zachary Fitzwater.
Yeah, Fitzwater almost won a Dagger until he gets screwed by Minky.
Fitzwater is arguably the most talented driver on that team, in my opinion. I mean, that team does have a decent amount of talent, but I say Fitzwater is the best driver on that team. And he's gonna be with Dodge Motorsports in the IES next season, and he's looking to have a good campaign over here. He's gonna be giving that team. He's probably the hope of that team on the road courses.
Yes, as Fitzwater, he is going to have some nice fun on the road courses, especially one in particular. But however, we will not.
But we'll get to that later.
But we're not spoiled yet.
Now, Zachary Fitzwater, he didn't have the best of rookie seasons. He wound up 30th in points with 1 top 5 and 5 top 10s. He did get a pole, though.
Yeah, short track. Baby time calls on both 40s slower tracks, I must say. Maybe.
Sort of, yeah.
And he's
Fitzwater. Oh, yeah.
That's him in the champ.
That's another thing he's known for, aggression, and he is and he's showing PJ Williams that he's not gonna roll over and play dead, which is something I like to see. There's a lot of spirit with the Aussie, and we can see a good season out of him.
And another driver.
And then we've got a very well-known face here around the Slim Jim Series paddock, Alex Perkle in car number 84.
I always said this almost every single season, Perkle has the talent to win a championship, but however, he keeps on screwing up because of his consistency.
He has the talent to win a championship, but not the consistency.
Yes.
However, he did score his first career Slim Jim Series win last season in very bizarre fashion, winning the worst race at Decatur I've ever seen.
and he took his time too.
But Perkle does have talent, but as you said, consistency is. Ooh, he's known for aggression as well, and he just dove in there.
Yeah. Yeah. And believe it or not, Jason's more aggressive than Alex.
Which is scary, because again, Alex is known for aggression.
Yeah,
can he get some consistency rolling this season? If he does, he could be a possible threat.
Next driver is final driver for Big Top 5 is Sean Harpool.
Another Aussie on the grid. Finished, lot to say about him. He's driving the only triple-digit numbered car on the full-time grid. He's another Aussie, along with Zachary Fitzwater, and he was runner-up for Rookie of the Year last season.
Yep, he started the season very terribly.
That was until the 1-70.
And Rich Prima changed his season around.
Yeah, he kind of showed how important double points is. And then for that point, he really did start improving, but still wasn't really that notable. He finished a 14th in points with 2 top 5s and 4 top 10s. No wins or poles.
He got some results, some results, but they are good bad results. The oxymoron of that really help him out.
Harpool 27th on the board right now. We'll have to see if he can follow up on his rather impressive rookie campaign. His rather impressive but inconsistent rookie campaign.
Let's see, another driver.
That's the last Baby Tribe.
That's the last Ford.
Let's see here.
Let's go to the next Toyota.
There's only 2 left. Let's go to a new team on the grid, Mark Cuban Enterprises.
Just so you guys know about some type of history facts.
We got it. One of the other new teams has lost an engine. I saw Cale Bernfard Jr. on pit road with a black cloud of smoke coming out of that thing.
Let's see.
He missed him though.
Yeah, and he's out of the course, but we'll talk about him later.
Also, yeah, spoiler alert, Cale Bernfard Jr. is back.
Yep. But we will get to him much later. As he's trying.
Now back to here. We got Chica Louvier, who is probably just as mysterious as the man in the 16.
Shippings?
Don't.
Just so you guys know who Mark Cuban is, Cuban is a guy who owns a sports team, won a championship with the sports team, and he has a talent, but
he's not really familiar with the stock car scene, and it's we'll have to see how that team does this season. He's brought a 4-car operation of Toyotas. Glad to see another Toyota team on the grid.
And
no, I don't like them.
and Chica, she has some talent.
Chris Bouvier. He claims that Chica has a lot of talent, but we haven't really. This is the first time we've really seen her on the track. She's not doing that bad. She's in 22nd on the board.
Some Olivia said watch out for the road courses.
The 5-hour energy Toyota. We'll have to see what it does here. Then, however, this team is not full of rookies. It's actually got some very experienced drivers. One of which is in car number 55, Nick
Nick-
Pericles. He's been around since season 1.
Nick Pericles has been team hopping since pretty much ever.
Yeah, although he is a fairly successful driver, 2 wins to his name in his career.
Yep.
He just can't seem to find a consistent ride. Last season, he finished 21st in points with a win, 3 top 5s, and 8 top 10s, also a pole.
And-
Then 11 DNFs, though.
Yeah, he's also the first driver to win two races in 2 different teams. But the thing is, he can win his 3rd career win.
Nick Pericles, he's starting to have he's shown a lot of promise in a lot of different series here. I think he's from Florida, but I'm not sure. He scored 2 wins in the IAS, so he's trying to bring that momentum here into the Slim Jims.
Yep, another driver.
He's hoping he's going to be able to find a good opportunity with this team. And then we got someone who came then in the car number 56, we have someone who made a bid to get on the grid for season 2, but couldn't pull it off. But he's here now. This is the Canadian Kyle Collins in car number 56.
Kyle Collins, as I don't know him in Sim Gym series yet, but I got some knowledge for IES. He's trying to figure.
Yeah, Collins is an IES regular. He's got a pole over there.
Right,
there's been smoke.
And as a reg, we will get.
Kevin Dwyer, another dodge, it seems.
Yeah, this is pretty strange to see wrecking at this track.
Didn't Kevin Dwyer get involved in the previous incident?
Oh,
wow.
my.
Wow, Dwyer is not paying any attention in this session.
Dwyer.
He almost rolled the car and took out Jeffrey Finguy, who's probably not going to appreciate that. So Kevin Dwyer having a he's been lacking pace and making some bizarre mistakes. He really hasn't been paying attention out here.
And you also.
Yeah, Kevin Dwyer very absent-minded in this session.
And you also wreck at the same part of the track too. The exit off of 2. Oops. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's pretty strange, but.
Back to Collins. As I mentioned, he made a bid to get on the grid for season 2 of the the Slim Jim series, but he wasn't hired. This season, though, he was picked up by Mark Cuban Enterprises and looking to show everyone why he should have been hired back in season 2.
Additional note about Carl Collins, he did attempt the 1-in-70, but I don't remember if he did make it or not. I'm not too sure.
I do not believe he made it. No, he didn't. I don't think so.
But
we got ourselves. But this team has another veteran, and you'll be seeing him in car number 81. Name? Harrison Ponder.
The keeper riders ditch him, as the keeper riders need to remove one of the cars. They move the 9th car, but they also need to move one of the drivers. And then say, Harrison Ponder,
and they decided to release Harrison Ponder. Ponder, he's known for one thing and one thing only: winning the round of Daytona in season 1.
And he's actually pretty good at that track too. This is pretty much his track, pretty much.
Although Ponder is not a bad driver by any means, he's kind of one of the more quiet drivers on the grid. Doesn't really say a whole lot on the track or in the pit area, unlike his brother Robert, who claimed he was going to win Indianapolis.
Which he did get the pole at.
But Harrison Ponder, with a new team here, Mark Cuban Enterprises, and he's looking to get himself a good run, a good season here. A very quiet career for him aside from his Daytona win, and he finished 29th in points last season, by the way. But he is looking to finally get his name out there.
Right, and that's all the Cuban cars we
only have one team left to talk about, and that is Nexus Motorsports. That team, that is a light team, and
they're trying to try it out in Sim Gym to see how it would feel like to be in a big name league.
Yeah, there's a little more underfunded teams on the grid, but they do know what they're doing. Nexus Motorsports, they're more of a short track team. That's a modified team, but they're starting to make a venture into stock cars, and they have an IAS operation. They bought out They got a spot on the grid after KSI shut down. Didn't buy out. They just joined the grid, and now they have a Slim Jim operation, a single car operation with the 7 here. And in this 7 car, it is KO Bernfart Jr., someone who raced in Season 1.
And you also
not in Season 2.
He did.
Well, not full time.
Well, not full time.
That's what I'm saying. Season 1, he drove RJ Manson Racing and was inconsistent, but did show some promise. In Season 2, he worked as a test driver for Team Thunder and made 1 start in Japan when Matt Duncan pulled due to it being dangerous. However, he did score points in that race, but he wrecked out.
Yes,
now he's joined Nexus Motorsports in a return to the full-time grid, looking to get himself a good campaign, trying to get that breakout season he desperately needs.
Yep, this is pretty much let us see if he can make like a comeback season as he's trying to go out of the pits.
Yep, the Pilot Chevy SS here. A very nice looking paint scheme. Hopefully you'll see some success this season. And that number has seen some success and also some wrecks. That number was driven by Mark Versky last season. He won a race, but he set the record for most DNFs in a season with, I believe, 15.
Which is amazing. This is how inconsistent Sim Jim Series really is.
Luckily, this is not that same car. It's just the same number. Hopefully that bad luck won't transfer over to Mr. Bernfart.
Oh my God! He put the pacer tails. Oh my God!
So with that, we have gone through the 42 drivers and teams who will be racing full time in the Slim Jim Series. So let's continue on.
All right. Next up, we got the schedule. Funds.
Got ourselves a 24 race schedule. How many races were there last season?
24.
Oh, still 24. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. First race is.
One of the notable things about the schedule this season is that the races have been extended a lot more. Races have been extended to 100 miles, and we'll have to see how that works out. These drivers aren't necessarily known for a lot of the drivers in the field here are not necessarily known for being consistent. So hopefully that doesn't result in a lot of wrecks.
And they're also going to test out how well the car is going to do with 100 miles. Especially a couple, which I'm going to mention. The first race for the Sim Jim Series will be in Vegas, which we are right now. And as I see it right now, oh God, this could be a good opening. As I'm seeing right now, 67 laps of funds, I must say. And last time we had been to Vegas for Season 1, and I remember it was Will Lewis, which he got his first career win in the Sim Jim Series. So let's see if Will Lewis can win at Vegas again. Or we're gonna see another first time winner. Yet again. Unique. Second.
Their first and I believe only double header on the schedule.
Double. For Vegas?
Oxford.
No, it's Falcon Hill. Falcon Hill is
round 3 is in Oxford, Oxford Plains Speedway. I believe it's the only double header on the schedule this season. Oh, never mind. There's another one further down the hill. Well, we'll get to that.
We have skipped the second race of the season, so let's go to the third. Yeah.
No, you mentioned the second race, that Falcon Hill.
Falcon Hill, yes. Falcon Hill,
which is in Canada.
Yep. Kevin now won that race in nice fashion. I stand for almost win. So third race of the season, as already mentioned. Oxford, he's in winners. Kevin Dreyer and Bima Sakuraba. They both got their first career wins. The fourth race of the season is Charlotte, which has two different winners, but our most recent winner at Charlotte is James Dalton. Let's see if he can win at Charlotte again.
Charlotte, one of the tougher intermediate tracks on the circuit. Hopefully we won't see a wreck fest.
Next track, we have a new track is on the schedule, which is Sonoma, which is
Sonoma Raceway in California.
Our most recent winner at and in the 3 series is PJ Williams. So let's see PJ Williams can win in Sonoma in this series.
Which could potentially be under the lights.
Yes, and we also got a couple of whole-time heroes too, like Maxwell, Sanford, and Powers. And the 6th track we're going to is Daytona. And
yeah, an old favorite in this series.
Daytona is being used for Sim Gem Series for the 3rd season, as IES and Junior Series said they're not coming back.
Yeah,
So,
it was recently dropped from the IES schedule.
As we go on 40 laps of Daytona, our most recent winner is not here, which is John Lightning, but
John Lightning is going to be racing in the Junior Series.
Yep, and but let's see, but again, Keyblade and Pounders, those are their tracks at Daytona. But let us see if Pounder and Keyblade can pretty much show their drive at Daytona.
And round number 7, we got a track that was in Season 1 returning to the schedule, the Darlington Raceway in South Carolina.
The Lady in Black is back. Wow, that rhymes. Our most recent winner is Lewis Dillon, but he is gone.
Yep, you're gonna see a new winner at that track. Duran no longer a series regular.
As Darlington is, if you want to know what Darlington is, if he's forgot, it's pretty much Japan, but a lot less deadlier. And
Darlington is one of the toughest ovals in racing.
Especially give it to Sim Gym Series, because why not? The challenge is fun, man. You need a challenge.
But we will have a new dirt track on the schedule, though.
Buffalo Downs. Sim Gym has never raced there, and neither is IDS.
Until now. Well, we'll be Buffalo Downs will be the 8th round of the season. Buffalo Downs is used in the Junior Series. We believe the IS may be going there next season as well. We're not. It's a possibility.
And another track we're going to is Belmont Arena. Another dirt track.
A very infamous dirt track that was recently dropped from the IS schedule.
Sometimes it's going there again because the racing is pretty good over there, surprisingly. And our most recent winner was Evergreen Rage. And
oh yeah, we'll see if Maxwell Chan doesn't get screwed over.
yes, as Chan is pretty good at Belmont Arena. Surprisingly. I just took let's see. Next track is Watkins Glen. That track would not appear that season because they want to repave the track, but unfortunately, someone just got a bit too impatient, admitted Decatur, and you know what happened over there. And this track is back.
Yeah, Watkins Glen, a very well-known road course in New York. William Duncan won there in Season 1, who is still on top of the preseason testing charts. Watkins Glen, last season the IES produced one of the biggest last lap crashes ever seen at that track.
Yeah, the Glen has finally.
Ironically, it had to do with William Duncan as he blew an engine and dropped oil on the racetrack.
And oh wow, Watkins Glen, and let's just see if Watkins Glen doesn't have any Mother Nature. Because
hopefully Mother Nature won't interfere, but let's be honest, it could happen.
Yes.
It's happened there in the IS before. Wouldn't be surprised if it happens here.
Another track we're going to is Chicagoland. Sim Gym's Crown Jewel. First race of the season. Now it turned into a survival game. Our most recent winner was not against them more. Richard Young. Well, Richard Young is not here, but
his car is, though, which is powered by Getson Moore.
I just realized something, William. Chicagoland had Carl Thomas and Richard Young, and they're both not here.
Yeah, and don't forget, Chicagoland hosted the first ever Slim Jim Series race, so it's a pretty famous track in this series.
Yep. This is the reason why Sim Gyms is going there, because the racing there is awesome. And Binky may get her first lap of the season, and she's right here. creepy as all hell. Another track.
And then round 12, it's the big one for the second annual 1 in 70, which will this time be held at Michigan International Speedway.
A most recent one at Michigan. Oh my god. Richard Young. My god. Again, the 1 in 70 will have, of course, the main drivers, and it's gonna be 250 miles long.
Yep, the 1 in 70 is gonna be the longest race ever run in Slim Jim Series history, and we'll have to see if anyone can pull it off. Last season's 1 in 70 winner was Alan Cavagnaro.
As he is coming up right now.
Don't forget, that'll probably be a double points race as well, so it's crucial toward the championship.
Yep. There's also in the Sim Jim Series officials want to define candidates for the third annual 1 in 70. Could be immediate, could be super speedway, but they're hoping for immediate. Because hello, we got shine for the immediate, baby. And then after that, that concludes the first half of the season. But let's go to the second half. Then after the 1 in 70, we begin the Pacific Tour. First track we're going to for the Pacific Tour is Fontana.
Which is a very famous track in the Insomniac Elite Series. Hosts the finale over there. I believe it's the first Slim Jim Series race there, though.
Yeah, there's the most recent winner over there is sorry about that, just mechanical issues with my internet, but crap.
Yeah, let's leave it at that.
I don't know. Fontana is said to be a good race, since that is a not Sim Jim's crown jewel, a IES crown jewel, similar to a Chicagoland maybe. But let's see, and then the second race of the Pacific Tour is Seattle. We're going to Omni Digital Super Speedway. Said to be a good race there. Almost bigger than Talladega, but it looks like a bigger version of Darlington in some way to me, as I look at the track map.
Well, it's one of the newest tracks on the schedule. It was only built a couple months ago.
Yeah, but let's see there. And round number 15 for the third race of the Pacific Tour is, holy god, Shanghai!
Yeah, and a surprising move, it was decided that we'd be heading to China for the 15th round. At a very well-known track, a track used in Formula X racing. Say at least Rafael Van Lonven's gonna really be at home in that race, probably.
And
seeing how he's the only driver in the field who's actually raced at Shanghai.
Yeah, 29 laps there. Whoo, that's a lot of laps.
Yeah, it's gonna be very tough to see. It's gonna be very interesting to see what happens in a Formula X at a Formula X track being run with stock cars.
Alright.
But then again, Decatur's also a Formula X track.
The fourth race of the Pacific Tour is called a Hawk, but we are not going left, we're going right.
Yeah, very interesting track there in Australia. 2 rounds in Australia, by the way, as round 17, we're gonna be heading to one of the most dangerous tracks in motorsports, the Mount Panorama Bathurst Circuit. Bathurst Mount Panorama there.
If you know Bathurst, oh man, that's actually my favorite road course, believe it or not.
One of the most legendary and dangerous tracks in racing. Hosts the Bathurst 100-kilometer race in the Aussie V8 Supercars series, and danger is always a present in that track. And speaking of death tracks, round number 18. Oh my god. Round 18.
The cutoff point, Talladega.
Yeah.
At first, the Talladega does not mix too well, especially they are back to back.
And round 18 is at Talladega. Talladega is one of the most infamous tracks in racing, especially in stock cars. Had a nasty crash in the IS a long time back, and then Eric Enraged had his title hopes get cut down to size in last season's Dega race in the Slim Jim series.
As we're trying to find 16 driver,
which is Foxy Duncan. Chris Valentine won the race last season.
It's Foxy, but can we see Foxy Duncan bringing the same team back to victory lane at Talladega for the third straight season?
We'll have to see if it's him who will be winning there for Talladega. 16 team won both the past 2 races there. Can they go a third?
Right. Then after the cutoff point, we got a Mobile, a short track. I knew a couple hundred miles away from Dega, and this is pretty much a short track. It's pretty much Talladega cut down. No, not Talladega. That track is pretty wide. Like you can do like 3 wide probably over there.
Talladega cut in half basically in terms of size. It's the second and final doubleheader of the season.
Alright, then after Mobile, we're going to Atlanta, won by Nick Pilkries, said by Mr. Atlanta, but however,
he gets the nickname Mr. Atlanta, only due to successes at that track. He has won it there in both the Slim Jim Series and the Insomniac Elite Series.
He became the first driver to do that.
Of course, it's one of the more famous IES tracks. No. And it's not really surprising, as the racing there at that track is fantastic.
And there's also rumors this is a possible candidate. Maybe.
For 1 in 70, yeah.
1 in 70. But let us see if Baskin can say something because... Oh, wow, he's in pit road.
This is gonna be Jake Baskinger's home race.
Yeah, let us see if he can be Mr. Atlanta trying to steal Pilkries' title. Since Baskinger doesn't like that. Oh my god, race 21, baby! We're going to Grand Detour!
Another one of the more infamous tracks in racing. And the Slim Jim Series will finally be making its first trip to that track.
Oh boy, this fits well with the series too. 100 laps.
Hopefully nothing will go horribly wrong. I'm expecting someone's gonna go over that guardrail.
Hopefully that's not gonna happen. They're gonna add some weight to the car to make sure the car doesn't fly off the track. Quite literally. Another race we're going to is pretty much a Sim Series crown jewel for road courses. With a little spraying from my Lewis Dillon, who's down here, but let's go with Lewis since he is your first winner at Willow Springs in this series.
This track will be on the IS schedule next season as Willow Springs.
And in the penultimate round, this will be Louisiana. Oh boy, and that track can go anywhere. This is pretty much Talladega on pretty much speed. Like it's small, but it got some intense 4-wire, 5-wire racing over there. But
honestly, it's kind of like Talladega on steroids.
Yeah. So pretty much say drivers who say the championship can either go can pull a big gap or a short gap. And this track really could set it for could really clinch a champion, could be a clincher or pretty much a breaker. Either way is be part of the penultimate.
And finally, round number 24. That is going at none other than Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Hopefully, this season, the Sim Jim Series cars says, nope, we're not doing that super speedway, over there. Because last 2 seasons, I think, these cars are going like super speedways, even though that track is meant for immediate racing, not super speed races like Dega and Daytona. And this season is gonna be more like immediates, like for the 2400. And of course, I'm most recently with Charles Sanford. And behind him is the man that won that race in season 1, Cyrus Laterza. Now, if a new team, we'll have to see if he can maybe win that race for a second time.
And also just to know, Indianapolis would not go 100 miles; they will go 125. But let us see. So yeah, that's pretty much the entire schedule. There's no new changes regarding with the point system. Point system remains the same. The A+ system. A+ system. No chase. The beginning of the championship is Vegas. The ending of the championship is at Indianapolis. So pretty much, say tippy tip is on, pretty much.
It's a long road from now.
And this is also rumored to be the last season for Gen 6 models.
Yeah, we've heard, or maybe there's been rumors going around that they may at the Slim Jims. The Slim Jim CEO is looking to
change the models.
Yeah, he's looking to get some new cars for next season. So we may see it. Season 4 we may see a second generation of Slim Jim series cars.
Yep. As they trying to develop their own little chassis.
Instead of just using IES, instead of using a modified IES chassis.
Yes, and this is probably a good move by Slim Jims if they actually confirmed a change of models. Since Slim Jims officials really should not pick with the IES cars, since these cars they turn into death machines by accident.
Well, when used properly. Are you sure? Are you sure these are pretty safe? But they're having some pretty nasty crashes with them though.
Yeah.
These cars have been put to the ultimate test over the past couple of years.
And they really, I guess, trying to show off this.
And they've managed to save a couple lives.
Especially
notably Ian Dutta. And Charles Sanford maybe too.
And for Slim Jims, probably Richie Young, he could have died, but fortunately the cars finally.
Sadly, for those who don't know about his fate, which I'd be surprised if you didn't know, Richie Young's been paralyzed from the neck down. He's not going to be racing anymore, sadly. Although I do believe he's still going to be the tech director over there at the competition director over at Infinity Motors.
Yep. The car saved his life, so if you're gonna do it for IES, you could do it for Slim Jims.
So yeah. Well, so I have to see. I just have to make sure though that the new car is just as safe as this one, or at least almost just as safe. Because an unsafe car could lead into some deaths, and that's the last thing we want to see.
Alright, that's pretty much covers the schedule. Let's just do to conclude. Let's make some probable questions. Just a few. Alright. Let's find Ro Lewis real quick. Ro Lewis, what the hell are you, buddy?
He's right up there.
Oh, here he is. Ro Lewis. Ro Lewis has 3 wins under his belt, and he's the most active winner. Like he had the most wins out of active drivers in this series. With 3,
he's ahead of him. Louis Duran with 4, but Duran is leaving for the IES.
Is there a chance to see is there a chance to see Ro Lewis breaking or tie Louis Duran's record of 4 wins? As Lewis got 3 under his belt.
I think it's quite possible, actually. I think he can do it. I mean, he's probably going to at least tie it, but I'm going to make a bold prediction and say he's going to break it. I think he's going to get at least 2 wins this season.
He needs to do well, and we don't know he's going to do good in the road courses, but Ro Lewis could once win at the over someday. I was trying to find another topical probability. Also, we have a couple of drivers who won a race in the first 2 seasons, such as William Duncan, Dylan Young, and also Ro Lewis also. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, those are the 3 drivers who have won a race in the first 2 seasons, but can they do it for 3?
We'll see.
Who's gonna do it? Like, any predictions, or are they
gonna? Nick Pericles is on that list as well.
Oh, him too. Gosh dang, there's so many drivers to remember. I forgot about Nick too.
Well, William Duncan, he could very well win on a road course, as those are quite his forte.
Typically, he contending for probably high speed tracks. Bo Lewis.
Assuming that car's development doesn't hinder him.
Bo Lewis, same as Duncan, pretty much. They were young. Honestly, he could be anywhere. What is another possible chance? Who's to win the team championship?
The Teams Cup.
As
the Owners' Championship is a tough decision, really.
Since S3 is the reigning championship, like seriously, they pretty much hit the stride of the Sim Gyms, and since they hit the stride for Sim Gyms, they have been done very, very well for IES, and they're trying to bring it back over here.
I honestly think it's gonna come down to S3 and Team Thunder, just like last season. I'm going to name RJ Manson Racing as a dark horse, though.
Alright. Speaking of dark horses, who's gonna be a dark horse to get his or her first career win? As there are plenty of drivers in the field, such as Curtis, Shirley, Matt, even the rookies.
There's a lot of guys who I think could be dark horses for their first win. So please bear with me here. Chris Louvier is one. He's had a lot of struggles for a while, but I think he might be able to finally pull it off this season. I think he might be able to improve the season and maybe get himself to victory lane. I think Matt Duncan, lack of experience has really been his major hindrance, but now he's starting to gain some more. He could possibly be able to get a win of his own, I think. Jake Baskinger, he's not really a dark horse. He's a favorite to get his first win, so let's just not talk about him.
Who's gonna be the dark horse for the champion? Oh, there's the back.
I wasn't really done, and Foxy's wrecked it again.
Continue. Which continue were we gonna say?
I was kind of going for the driver. Let's hear for a second. Jill Richards, she could possibly pull one off. But, really, pretty much the entire lineup of RJ Manson Racing, I think, could be a dark horse to win, along with Sam Young.
Oh no, I'm trying to review.
Of course, probably not all of them are going to be able to pull it off.
We're trying to review, an incident here.
I know, just one more thing.
Keebre was going faster than the field.
Wow, he cuts off the 12, and then Foxy Duncan, his inexperience messes him up again, and he made a man, I don't even know what to say about that.
He kind of
he needs to pay more attention.
Yeah, but Keebre played dirty. Well, actually no, they were pitting, so it's more like a racing incident, I think. I don't know, but yeah, there's so many drivers to name, but I'm going for Sean Angel. Like, come on, man.
Dark horse for the championship. That's a tough one.
I'm going for Sean Angel.
There are two names I think there's 3 people I'm gonna name for this. Jake Baskinger, who I think after his amazing rookie campaign, I think he could be looking at a great future, and I think he's going to be a major contender for the title. Sean Angel, he could possibly be a contender. We'll see. And then, I'm going to say Cyrus Laterza. Now he's got some top of the line equipment and some more experience under his belt. He might be able to get some great runs and get Team Thunder their best ever spot in the Drivers' Championship in this series.
And let's go from dark horses and goodness to the opposite, the most disappointing. Like who do
I think's gonna struggle this season?
Yeah, it could become the bigger disappointment.
Well, I think Pinky's gonna suck, obviously.
especially with it.
Down. But moving down, I think Sean Harple's not going to have a good season.
Especially
Sean Harple, he really hasn't done anything super impressive aside from his 1-70 results. And I don't know. I just feel like the pressure of performing well after his 1-70 performances, it could get to him. So we'll have to see on that.
Maybe the biggest disappointment.
And then another guy I think may end up being disappointing is Kevin Dwyer. Kevin Dwyer has been really absent-minded as of late, and he's been showing it in his preseason testing, which only has a minute left, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dwyer he's been very absent-minded, and it's looking like he might not have a good season at this rate. He's not showing any pace at all right now. 39th on the charts.
Yep. As we're gonna go, as we're gonna end the preseason test show, the preseason show. Who are going to be your 5 championship contenders? Who do you think?
You should change the camera to a pit lane 1, by the way.
Pit lane 1? Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah. Title contenders. That is a very tough question.
Pick 5.
The big 5. I'm going to say Jake Baskinger.
1.
PJ Williams.
2.
Eric and Rage.
3.
Cyrus Laterza.
That's 4.
And then Alan Cavagnaro.
5. Oh, that's some intense. We got a S3, an Anthony. Oh my gosh, tongue twister there a little bit. 2 Hamiltons and a Thunder. Ooh, interesting. Well, from my predictions, simple as that. PJ Williams, like, hello, he's a champ. I'm gonna next up on the line. I'm gonna say Charles Sanford. A bold prediction, I think.
Interesting choice.
And Rage. Well, yeah, like, hello, he has consistency. And practice is over.
Oh, and Magic.
And Magic happened. I picked 3. Oh, shut up. But I'm gonna say, what about a rookie winning the championship? RJ Manson.
RJ Manson?
What about a rookie winning the championship? Basketball almost did it.
That's an interesting choice. Manson is one of the more experienced drivers in the field, actually, but he's kind of forced to carry the rookie stripes as he has not raced in the series before. But that could be a possibility, actually.
And let's just see. Let's see. What else? And not dark horse. And I'm also predicting Will Lewis for a championship. Maybe this is a bit too bold, but I'm going for it. I'm making some real bold predictions, as always, since I'm that amazing. So my prediction my big 5 is the PJ Williams, Charles Sanford, American Rage, RJ Manson, and Will Lewis. That's the G.
It's certainly a lot more out there.
It's more out there, hello. but in Sim Gyms, you had to be more out there. You have to be.
Yep.
And you might see Magic in X-Men too. But anyway, this is pretty much it for now. We're all pretty much done. Anyway, guys. I might do. Somebody says they might do a rookie shootout.
It's a possibility.
But they haven't confirmed it yet. But if they do, they are going to broadcast it.
Yeah, a rookie shootout and a normal shootout. That's interesting.
Yeah. If they do a rookie shootout, the winner of the race, the rookie shootout will move on to the
main shootout.
The main shootout.
The Tabasco shootout, I assume.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, this is pretty much it for now. Anyway, I've been thank you guys for sticking up for looks like almost to 2 hours. Hoping.
A little over an hour and a half, probably.
Yeah. Enough rambling. Anyway, I have been Chris Igor.
And I've been Thunder.
You know my last name. You know his. See you guys for the rookie. See you guys for the possible podcast for the rookie shootout. If not the Tabasco shootout. So guys, for now.
Lel.